From CBS News Bay Area, this is the Morning Edition.
And good morning to all of our viewers. It is Thursday, August 24th.
Hello to you, and let's get started.
We were really confused what was going on, and we were kind of scared.
First responders rush in to help the victims of another mass shooting in our country, this time in Southern California.
I got indicted 4 times. All trivia, nonsense.
Another indictment and another day being fingerprinted and booked. Donald Trump and the mugshot to come later this morning out of Georgia.
Then I had to wait till the sun goes down so I could find a place I can sleep.
Voices in our community, stories from the streets as people in suits debate their future.
I have noticed that it's been picking up a little bit.
Bay Area Bounce Back, our 3-week series showcasing people reclaiming the Bay Area from the national doom loop narrative. Your neighborhoods, your neighbors, and solutions from bridge builders. And looking to Bay Area helpers. We're in the South Bay this morning with a man, his music, and the children who need it the most. Good morning, everybody. My Apple Watch just told me I need to stand up. I've been standing, Apple. Somebody down in Silicon Valley, tell them my watch needs an update. I'm Reed Cowan.
Well, we are standing right here next to you, too. I'm Gianna Franco.
And I'm Nicole Zalumis, and I feel so rude because last week we really highlighted back to school. Your kids went back to school this week. How did it go?
No, they did pretty good. And actually, I was so glad they talked to me in the car afterwards.
Oh, that's a good thing.
It wasn't a grunt, and it was good. So it was good conversation.
Off to a great start.
Yeah.
Good to hear.
You know who's back to school or back on set? Darren Peck, welcome.
Hey, I'm back in class.
There will be a quiz at the end of this broadcast, Darren.
I'm taking notes. Okay, in terms of this forecast, it was hot yesterday. If you were anywhere near the water, we broke records. Oakland, it was 90 degrees yesterday. You broke the record. San Francisco was 85 yesterday. That was the warmest temperature we'd done yet so far this summer. Here's how things are going to change today. If you are near the water, you are going to feel an improvement. If we take a look at a couple of representative spots here, Concord, you're going to represent the Inland East Bay. You're not going to change much today. San Jose won't change a whole lot either. But if you look at the differences for Hayward and Oakland, those numbers over there are showing you how much cooler today is going to be than yesterday. So Oakland, it will be 11 degrees cooler today. Hayward, it'll be 10 degrees cooler today. And just to take a look at what that means for the actual daytime highs, you'll go to 79 today in Oakland. Hayward, you'll go to 82, San Jose at 87, and Concord, sorry, we can't get you out of the 90s yet. But we're working on that. Tomorrow we will, and that -8 is just going to hang out there for a second. All right, if we take a look at Antioch, this is our warmer inland location, just to see where we're going for today's daytime highs. It still climbs into the low 90s here today. And when we look at where we all are at this point, it already feels better. Temperatures have gotten down into the mid-60s. It was a warm night last night for most locations near the water, but the onshore has turned back on. We're starting to see the clouds come through the Golden Gate this morning a little more. We're in the mid-60s there. I'll show you what this means for everybody's daytime highs coming up in a bit and why. Even if you're not cooling down today, if you're inland, you will tomorrow. I'll show you that. For now, Gianna, over to you.
All right, Darren, I'll take it. And let's take a look at those roadways right now because we are dealing with a hot spot coming off the East Shore Freeway. If you're just getting up this morning, I was looking for a couple of Caltrans cameras out there to sort of show you what that backup looks like. And it is looking a little crowded there. This is not too far from that Ashby area. But again, westbound 80, Richmond into Berkeley, there is a crash blocking a couple of lanes, and it is certainly causing a pretty big backup all the way into El Sobrante at this point. So what that means is you got to get going a little bit earlier or maybe consider using surface streets for that ride along 80. I'll show you the Bay Bridge coming up and how this crash is affecting your commute towards the toll plaza. Reed.
All right, G, thanks. We are your community station, and that means we are invested in following your challenges and your successes everywhere they happen in the Bay Area. As we bounce back from this doom loop spiral, it's hitting headlines all over the country, and they're talking about us, the places we live. So we are following that conversation. Next week, we're going to take you to Oakland, showing you people who are innovating. Then the week after, San Jose, we're going to feature stories of people who are not giving up. You out there getting up and getting ready to go to school, to go to work once again to keep the Bay Area powered. Well, this week we've been in San Francisco, and we know what the headlines have been. Jobs gone because of stores pulling out of the city. Crime and homelessness tied to open-air drug dealing. A housing crisis. We hear from so many of you saying, I just feel locked out. But you know what else is top story worthy? You in our neighborhoods, reclaiming your streets, innovating a path forward. And look at this, we're drilling down into the numbers. Points of hope, San Francisco, Controller's Office, They tell us these neighborhoods are thriving, making more money than before the pandemic. And good morning to our neighbors in the Presidio. We are celebrating you as you innovate forward as the sun starts to come up there. We know you right there along with the Western Addition and Japantown seeing sales tax revenue jump, which is a good indication of economic activity. In fact, Japantown saw its boost from a restaurant recovery. And we know out there, bridge builders are braving the current business climate by opening the doors. People are going out again. And so we send our Sean Chitness out on this community Bay Area bounce back week that we're spending in San Francisco. Sean, we know the issues are real. We don't want to be Pollyanna, but it's also important that we tell the story of people who are innovating.
Reed, absolutely. And despite those challenges, what we're seeing in neighborhoods like this is a commitment. People have been here and they want to stay here. There are unique challenges to Japantown. Then there are those challenges that every neighborhood in the city is facing. But right now, the businesses here tell us that there are a combination of factors that are actually helping them so far this year.
We love it here. Most of our customer base is from around here, so we want to make sure that we stay around and keep serving them. That's important to us.
Yasukochi's Sweet Shop has been in the neighborhood for decades. It was actually recently named a legacy business in Japantown as they prepare to celebrate 50 years here in 2024. Kenji Yik, who is keeping on the tradition started by his grandparents, says he's actually producing more baked goods, including their very popular coffee crunch cake, to keep up with demand. One reason for its success? It's actually older than the shop itself.
It came from a restaurant way back in like the early 1900s called Blum's. Blum's, he got the original recipe. My grandpa brought it over here and we started the business off of that.
The warmer weather has helped to keep people coming in each day and get orders in ahead of time. After they reopened from the shutdown during the pandemic, a couple changes to their business only increased orders.
We actually saw an uptick in business, which was really nice. So. Very motivating just to know that people really, they were waiting for us to come back and they were really excited to see us come back.
Early in the morning.
And so when we talk about the ongoing challenges facing everyone in the city, crime and safety is certainly one of those. But Kenji tells us that they feel safe here. And as we were able to talk to other businesses here in Japantown, they want to also point out that there is really that combination of good factors, including tourism, more people coming into this neighborhood this year. That is why they are seeing that uptick in sales. Guys, back to you.
Growing the good, Sean Chitness, thank you so much. A big part of the bounce back for our communities includes public safety. We know it's something on your mind, so that's why the San Francisco Sheriff's Department is making a big push and a hiring push, especially to get more women on the force. This morning, we want to thank you so much for joining us, Sheriff Paul Miyamoto. I just want to highlight, we were just talking about Japantown. Your family generationally invested in that area.
Absolutely. I'm fourth generation Japanese American here. That's a part of my community. Yasukochi Sweet Stop is actually my friend's place, yes, and a very good place to go. So I want to encourage the continued support of businesses and communities as we all come out of the pandemic and all come out of the challenges that we have here in the community.
Right.
And I think that's important to touch on. We were just looking at how, wonderful it is to see, grandparents, parents, and kids sort of investing in those communities, which makes a big difference. And right now, you are looking to invest into bringing more women into the force. Tell us a little bit about that initiative.
I absolutely am. On a personal note, I have 5 children, 3 daughters, and my wife. So we're outnumbered. Yes, we're outnumbered in our household, and we are making a big push. There is a 30 by 30 initiative, and it's a nationwide initiative where we want to reach 30% women in our department by 2030. It's a nationwide movement. A lot of different law enforcement agencies are involved, and the push is really to shore up and become a better representation of our communities. Right now, we currently have about 14% women who are sworn in our department, and we're really making a push to get more deputies, more sworn staff that represent women.
Being a father of daughters, this isn't just an issue in San Francisco, but it's nationwide. What is your message to try and encourage women into law enforcement?
Well, it's great. We have this partnership we've just engaged in with the Academy of Arts University, and their students have actually made some videos for us, some commercial videos for us for our recruitment efforts. Both of them feature 2 of the deputies in our department, 2 women in our department, and actually we have some footage that we're sharing with you right now, and this is an exclusive look because I haven't even seen one of these.
Look at you,
wonderful.
breaking news in the morning.
There you go.
Well, obviously it shows signs of strength.
Absolutely. We have incredible women in our department, and I do want to highlight the fact that our executive command staff, our management level individuals, we have over 50% women represented in my command staff with my chiefs and captains and directors. And even more important, my second and third in command are reflective of what we're doing right here, standing. Both are women, Tanzania Carter and Kathy Johnson.
Fantastic. And you know, as we talk about this Bay Area bounce back, we're not Pollyanna. We know the issues are real in these neighborhoods, but how is hiring more women going to help us bounce back and get more people connected to law enforcement and that dialogue started once again?
I think the really important part to understand is that law enforcement, public safety, is a part of the community and should represent the community. So when we see strong representations, not just of gender, but of communities, all in this department that is trying to keep people safe, I think it's really important to be reflective of the community.
Well, hopefully there's some women watching right now who are inspired by this and maybe making that difference in our communities. Thank you so much, Sheriff Miyamoto, for being in here today. We appreciate it.
Thank you for having me.